Good morning, boys. I just wanted to make a quick video on these trio iron CM no preps because a lot of people in Valiance and in the stream have been asking for kind of like a write-up. And yeah, let's get into it. So this is the first rule. I'll write the rules description on screen, and I'll also show you the setup that you're gonna want. The Virtus Mask is roleplay because I'm a loser and I don't have an ancestral one, but just about everything else is pretty much what you're going to want here. This is the setup for the second player, and again on screen are a couple of descriptions of what this player's main roles are throughout the raid. And this is the setup and description for the third player. Note that this player has different runes in their pouch. Before getting into the VOD, I want to show you guys a few plugins that are going to make your life a lot better if you're planning on spamming chambers. The first one is Raid's Death Indicator. This plugin's awesome. It'll basically show you when certain mobs are going to die, like for example, like Shamans. While the arrow's in the air, if the damage would kill it, it'll just highlight it, whatever color you chose, and it's pretty good. Second is going to be Cox Additions. This is pretty important. I'm gonna just quickly scroll through. If you guys want to copy any of my settings, you're more than likely to, or more than welcome to. Sorry. The one of the more important ones is this instance timer. You want this on, and you want it to be overhead. You want to know when to start the raid using this. Let's quickly go through these. Prep, you don't need that, and font if you want it. And the third one is Cox Vanguards. You need this. This is how you start the raid. If you are the third player, you want to have this tab open. Click the door, you click start raid. And once everyone's here, once you see the green 0, you're just going to press 1 and you're in. You'll drop something here, put on your shadow, wait 1 tick here, run back, and you can shadow twice. And then you'll beach. And that's about it. Alright, I'm going to switch over to my POV for the rest of the video. Alright, enough yapping. Time to get into the actual video. This is a VOD that I clipped off of my stream. By no means anything, exceptional or out of the ordinary. Super average run. And I'm just going to kind of talk over it and explain what we're doing here and why. So players 1 and 2 are going to go in and double maul, and then player 3 will beach until Tekton has 0 defense. Try to move any potions you've dropped as close to the door as possible so that you can make it into crabs on time. Other than that, just swing your scythe every 5 ticks and it's pretty simple. On screen here are the potions that everyone's going to be taking from the raid. You're probably going to want to refer to this at multiple points throughout the raid. Entering crabs, you want to have control walk enabled and just basically hold down control and spam click the door. And for my role, just basically copy what I do here. I will leave a clip of the other 2 roles down below in the description. For Ice Demon, you want to preferably drop different pots than you know that your teammates have. For example, I know that they don't have restores, so drop those so that you don't have trouble picking them up later. And just follow the procedure here so that you don't lose any ticks. You want to all dump in different braziers, starting with the furthest ones first, and then do a couple of chops and dump into the last one. drop your axe and tinderbox and then bank the items that you know you won't need until later. Go ahead and just Surge Ice Demon down. I like to have spell filtering on so that the Surge spell isn't just a 2-pixel box at the bottom of my screen. Once Ice Demon is down, go ahead and switch into your range gear. Make sure your ZCB is on long range here. As you can see, one of my teammates here is a turbo noob and forgot to put his ZCB on long range, and the shaman jumped. Don't be that guy. Vanguards is probably the most complex room, so I'm going to give it a more detailed explanation than the others, as well as a little write-up on the screen. Players 1 and 2 want to both run in with their mage gear on. They'll shadow the melee Vanguard once, and then both hit the range Vanguard twice. Player 3 will run to the door and hit the melee Vanguard 3 times, no matter where it is in the room. Once they go down, players 1 and 2 will run to the range Vanguard, and player 3 will go to the mage Vanguard. If the melee and range Vanguard are both below 80%, everyone can ZCB the mage, and then hit whatever. If they aren't, hit them until they are, and then ZCB them all at the same time. A very important note is that although the player tanking the mage Vanguard after the first down is in front of the mage, they should never hit it. This will cause it to reset. Once the Vanguards go down for the second time, go to where your role described you to go in the beginning of the video. Once Vanguards are done, just pick up the pots that your role is supposed to pick up and head over to Thieving. You want to get about 70 grubs. If you get bats, make sure the 2 roles that didn't get an enhance at the beginning of the raid are the ones eating them. They'll benefit from it the most during Vespula. Make sure to grab anything you're going to need for floor 3, and then head over to Vesp. You want to stam before heading in there. Make sure your ZCB isn't on long range, and start Vespula as shown. Overkill is extremely important on Vespula. Make sure to go for one extra hit after it turns blue if you have the Raid's Death Indicator on. If you're fast, you have enough time to grab one or maybe two things from the chest, but make sure that you're there in time to telegrab the crystal when it's dropped. And here's the Rope Skipper's POV. Guardians is pretty self-explanatory. Do them as you've probably done them 1,000 times before. For the skip here, you want to make sure that you're entering from the northernmost tile. Run to this tile, and then run back immediately. Start with one bow hit, followed by a ZCB. If Vasa goes south or east, you'll be able to get in one extra bow hit by doing this method. Lol, nice ZCB, bro. I just want to note, by the way, that this is probably the worst Vasa that I've ever seen in my existence. You'll be getting 0 downs pretty often, and most of the times you'll probably only have to shoot it like maybe once or twice if you didn't get it before it goes down on the first time. Players 1 and 2 will telegrab their brews here and then run over to Mystics. Make sure you put on your salve. Don't forget that. So typically for Mystics, you want to start by killing this red one here at the door. And as you can see, one of my teammates is tagging the green one that will usually be in the middle. For some reason, the purple guy here was just completely non-compliant, so this isn't the best example, because we end up killing him second because he's in the way, but you usually want to kill the red at the door, then the green in the middle, then the purple while it's safe spotted, and then you can finally go kill the green, so that you're not tanking all of them at once. If tendrils haven't spawned, wait 1 tick before you click on the door here, so that you can do the tendril skip. Try to entangle the Muta before 50% HP. With 3 shadows, you should almost never have an issue. Player 3 should shoot his bow twice, and then go ahead and ZGS the Muttadile. Players 1 and 2 should take turns mage skipping and running, depending on how much food they have left. Player 3 will be tanking melee. To start each phase, player 1 and 2 want to do 1 maul and then immediately run mage side. If it looks mage, congrats, it's set. If it doesn't, you have to run to the melee side, tank a hit, and then run mage. Depending on the cycle that you and Olm are hitting on, you're able to run to the middle and avoid some of Olm's hits as shown here. Here, Olm looks mage first, so we know that it's immediately mage set and we can start skipping as normal. The start of the third phase is a bit different than the first two. One player wants to tank the first hit by standing in the middle. The other two want to stand on the pinky to avoid it. You want to do 1 maul, followed by 3 scythe hits. Once you see the crystals beneath your feet, run mage and it'll be instantly set. In this specific clip we miss a lot of specs, so we're hybriding them in. Whoever's lower on food between players 1 and 2 will be hybriding both hands to make sure that they're around the same HP. Head phase is very simple. Whoever has the most food will stand in the middle and tank Olm, while the other 2 players keep running in after Olm attacks, and out before Olm attacks so that he continues to look middle without them taking any damage. And yeah, that's about it for the video. If you have any questions, leave me a comment down below and I'll probably answer it. If you enjoyed the video, shoot it a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Later.